You're watching Tea and Poetry with Dave Steele, the blind poet.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. I guess British. There he is.
There we go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hang on a second. Just 1 second. Just need to make a couple of adjustments because you've gone very quiet. There we go. I can hear you now loud and clear.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great to see you. Looking sharp in that nice hoodie over there. For those of you who are wondering, Dave is wearing a BP branded hoodie. Looks like he's wearing a black one with white markings. If my
absolutely,
that's what it appears like to be. Welcome to another edition of TM Poetry. My name is Bari Azman. I am your co-host today, together with the one and only Dave Steele, who's on my left virtually, the blind poet. I just want to welcome everyone. Great to see some familiar faces, some new faces out there today. Want to welcome everyone. Looking forward to spending the next hour together with you. This is something that I know that I always look forward to. I know Dave looks forward to it, and many of you out there also look forward to being here together, part of this tribe. And during the next hour, we are going to talk everything about sight loss. We're going to hear some incredible poetry from the one and only Dave Steele. And we encourage you to interact. And in just a few moments, I'm going to move everyone over as a panelist and allow you to have your video on. If you're feeling a little shy and you don't want your video on, no problem, we understand. But we encourage you. It's a great platform, and it really makes a big difference, I think, as far as bring everyone collectively together. I also want to do just a quick housekeeping. You can always post in the chat. You can put in the Q&A. You could raise your hand like our good friend Travis has already done. And that will, create attention and allow us to bring you into the mix. So I'm going to start one by one, bringing people over to promote you as panelists, to continue with the tradition of having a video on. And Ken, it's great to see you. Good morning down in Australia. And if you haven't been here for the past few weeks, we started this new opportunity where, we have video on. And so it's definitely, it's been great. So welcome everyone to do so. Again, if you're not, then it's all good. It's all good. I started to see some videos coming on, and yeah, it's great to see people out there. So, Dave, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
It's been let me just come back. I'm just kind of looking at everyone's faces. It's been a busy old week, as you well know. We've kind of had a lot going on and a lot of plans kind of happening, and obviously a big announcement from yesterday, which I'm sure we're going to talk about very shortly.
Yes. I was about to say, like, what announcement, but I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one.
Just a little thing. But yeah, it's been a busy week, gearing up to hopefully some exciting projects coming up in the future. Writing poetry. We're in the middle of a storm here in the UK at the moment. We've just been hit by a bit of a storm. We've got kind of like 70, 80 mile an hour winds at the moment outside. 1 minute it's like blowing a wind and it's hailstone and all sorts going on out there. So it's nice to be cozied up in the warmth in front of the camera, sharing the next hour with you guys with some new poetry as well.
Yeah, it's great. And I see that we have a very young guest out there this evening.
Yeah,
which is nice.
We're gonna bring our young guest on in just a little while. Now, I do want to say, I had planned kind of doing a bit of a kind of kids week, as we spoke about last week on Tea and Poetry, and having a few different people on But unfortunately, with the time difference, the kids on the American side, i.e. Jackie Wilson and Braden, are still in school at this time, because obviously, it's the time difference to where they are in Texas means that it's still kind of afternoon, and obviously they're still in school. So we do have a very special guest, and we're going to get to him in just a second, in just a few minutes, once we've gone through housekeeping, had first piece of poetry and things like that.
Fantastic. So let's go ahead.
Can I just say, sorry, I'll just remind you, captions.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So they are on. The captions are. Oh, no.
Yep.
The captions are on. Is it coming up on your side?
It is.
It seems like it's going a little slow on my side, but okay.
Yeah, it just takes a few seconds for it to kind of kick in, but it's good.
No problem. Okay. Let's go ahead and take it away.
Are we doing housekeeping or?
No, we already did housekeeping already.
You've done housekeeping. Sorry,
yeah, where have you been? You checked out the hotel already? Housekeeping was already here.
It's taken me a little while to kick in this week.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's 4 o'clock Eastern here, and I just had to run out and get myself a latte, and it's just been one of those days.
Okay, yeah, so okay, we're going to kick it off with a piece of poetry for those people that are kind of new to seeing poetry, or maybe you're not watching live and you were tuning in to the episodes via the Blind Poet YouTube channel, which obviously all the episodes are being uploaded as we speak. I saw a load go on this week, and it was great to kind of watch back some of the ones from the last few weeks, especially the one from December where I was with you in the office in Baltimore, which was great to rewatch that. But if you want to rewatch any of these, you can go to the Blind Poet YouTube channel. This piece of poetry. So
yeah, I
this
just want to say, I just one other thing. Just like you go back and watch, I don't know if you guys out there go out and watch, but it's fun to go back and watch and see some of the previous episodes. You know, sometimes we hear things and we hear things, right? But then when we go back and we listen to it a second time, it has a different meaning. And I think, with your poetry, Dave, there's so many different angles, the way you can tackle it, that it's always a great opportunity to, rewind and go back.
I'm glad you just said that, because actually that leads into this piece of poetry quite perfectly. So as I was just about to say, before I get to it, for those people that are new to seeing poetry, what we do is I always read a piece at the beginning and a piece at the end before we get into kind of being interactive and chatting about all the things that are going on. And, people who are listening, I like you guys to kind of tell me if there's anything that kind of really resonates with you or anything that really, strikes a chord. So I'm sure this one's going to do the same kind of thing. This one I wrote at the beginning of the week, I think it was, and had a few thousand shares within literally a couple of hours. It was crazy. Once again, another poem that's resonated, and one that definitely, when you go back and read it again, there's more to it. So
pen and paper ready?
Yeah.
Fire away.
I'm going to tackle some misconceptions. Here we go.
Go for it.
Everybody knows that when you're blind, you cannot see. That you can tell by looking someone's disability. Each person with a guide dog or a long cane coloured white can't see anything because being blind means you've no sight. The same as being deaf means that you cannot hear a sound, or being in a wheelchair means you cannot walk around. So how can you be blind when you are looking back at me? You say that being blind means that some things that you can see. Maybe it's not so simple. Maybe not all white or black. Maybe I've got it wrong. There's some awareness that I lack. How did I get it wrong? Why did I not see before? Disability is a spectrum. Some have less and some have more. There's many shades as vision fades, like hearing is impaired. For why have I got it wrong? For I have got it wrong, and I was one of those who stared. But now I realize your eyes are complicated things, and all the negativity that getting this wrong brings. How you feel isolated by the way you are perceived. It's time more people understood. It's time that more believed. I'm going to read that through one more time because my eyes started jumping all over the place. Those with RP will know exactly what I'm talking about when you kind of stare at a page and all of a sudden the words start jumping round, which I just had for a second.
I'm happy you're going to repeat it. I was going to ask you.
I'm going to read it. Yeah, I'm going to read it one more time.
There's a reason why, because I was writing so fast I can't read my handwriting.
Okay. Everybody knows that when you're blind, you cannot see. That you can tell by looking someone's disability. Each person with a guide dog or a long cane coloured white can't see anything because being blind means you've no sight. The same as being deaf means that you cannot hear a sound, or being in a wheelchair means you can't walk around. So how can you be blind if you are looking back at me? You say that being blind can mean that some things you can't see. Maybe it's not so simple. Maybe not all white or black. Maybe I've got it wrong. There's some awareness that I lack. How did I get it so wrong? Why did I not see before? Disability is a spectrum. Some have less and some have more. There's many shades of vision as vision fades, like hearing is impaired. For I have got it wrong, and I was one of those who stared. But now I realize your eyes are complicated things, and all the negativity that getting this wrong brings. How you feel isolated by the way you are perceived. It's time more people understood. It's time that more believed. There we go.
Well, it's definitely time that more believe, and awareness that I lack. So obviously this piece was written as if someone really is lacking awareness of what's going on today in the sight loss community. And I'm involved in a variety of different things, on a daily basis. Some of you here know more, some of you know less as far as the work that I do. And to me, being here in TM Poetry together with you, Dave, and every single person here means the world to me. But I, participate and join many, Zoom calls on a weekly basis, some with just one-on-one, some with large groups. And I was on a call yesterday, and I was picked on in a good way, because it was more of a class that I was in, that is something that I'm taking, just to further my personal knowledge on some topics. And the group that I was in, no one there is exposed or has any clue when it comes to sight loss awareness. And I was actually very happy that the host, or the teacher, or the moderator, picked on me in a good way, because it gave me an opportunity to share with everyone the work that I do, and to be able to really highlight, the sight loss community. And I was very happy to do it. And people were really completely astonished. They just didn't, really understand and have any idea as far as what's going on. So it is the lack of awareness. And I think that's one of the main reasons why, we push every day to create that awareness, because you never know, when you turn over a stone, you never know what you're going to create with that. And we've seen this, David, you and I, we have seen this time and time and again.
Absolutely.
So I encourage everyone here to really promote, to self-advocate as well. And I'm sure everyone here does at a certain level. But it's, the more the awareness, the greater the, what's the word? The greater the achievement, I think the greater the world will be. That's really at the end of the day what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, it's Low Vision Awareness Month, obviously, still February, and RP Awareness Month, and Macular Degeneration Awareness Month. And, it's all about changing those perceptions and raising more awareness, which was kind of why I thought about writing that piece of poetry. And, it's often, I mean, it doesn't have to be a big gesture of raising awareness. Sometimes it's just a simple conversation with people who, I've never had any contact with anyone from the sight loss community or low vision blindness community, whatever you want to call it. And often, we talk about invisible disabilities, not just low vision and blindness, but invisible disabilities as a general. I've used this stat time and time again on this group: 75% of people with disabilities have hidden disabilities. And as I said in that poem, just because you are considered blind or you use a cane doesn't mean that you can't see anything at all. Just because you are considered deaf doesn't mean that you can't hear. Just because you are in a wheelchair doesn't mean you can't walk. It just means that you can't do these things very well and you need some assistance maybe. So yeah, this is what low vision and these types of awareness months are all for. It's about raising awareness and kind of having that conversation. And I've done TV interviews here in the UK where we've spoken about how people with disabilities or people from outside the community sometimes feel awkward about asking questions to us. They feel nervous about saying the wrong thing. Especially with the way things can be in the world, it doesn't take something very, very, it doesn't take something much to get someone get on the wrong side of someone these days. We're all scared of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, with the way the world is, and it's no wonder sometimes that people who have no education of certain conditions and disabilities through no fault of their own feel awkward about asking questions. So, if we can, talk to people when we're having the conversation or, and be approachable, then that's all going to help as well. I want to actually, because I'm quite aware of the time and stuff, and I know Jack's on half term and I don't want to keep him up too late. I want to bring Jack in. Those of you who are on the call last week will know that I was at a school doing a talk on Austin's Amazing Adventures and speaking with the children there. And I also spoke about Jack, who also has RP and was with me speaking and did an absolutely amazing job and did something that I think I told everyone about last week, where he actually, for the first time, stood up in front of his full school and told his friends and the teachers and the children there that he also had RP for the first time. There was teachers that knew. He had some family in the school, but the majority of the school didn't know he had RP. So that was a real massive day. And I know we're not doing the kind of children's hour that I was hoping to do, but I just want to bring Jack on for a little while because I know it's late.
Sure. So I'm going to unmute. I'm going to ask Jack to unmute you. I'm assuming they're with your mother. Oh, there you are. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi, Jack. Hey, there you are. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah.
How you feeling? You okay? Have you been a bit nervous today about coming on, or you've been excited for it?
I've been excited.
Nice. I want to tell you something. We don't bite here, so you can be calm. You can be relaxed. You have nothing to worry about. You're in the best of the best.
There's lots of people on the screen. I know we're all a few people have got cameras on. So if everyone can wave at Jack so you're getting waved at from around the world. We've got Australia, we've got Italy, we've got America, all saying
parts
hello
of America.
to Jack.
West Coast, East Coast, we've got it all. All different time zones.
You are international, Jack. So I don't want to keep you too long, and I don't want to really put you on the spot, but can you kind of tell everyone, how it was for you last week and what it was like, telling everyone about RP for the first time?
How did it make you feel?
How did it make you feel, Jack?
Nervous.
So you were nervous at first, weren't you? We had a little chat before we kind of did it, and you were a bit nervous about speaking to everyone and telling them, because it was the first time, wasn't it? Your friends didn't even know, really, did they? No. So when you did it and you were nervous beforehand, how did you feel once you'd done it?
Better.
Better. And can you remember what you said?
No.
You can't remember that's okay. So I think, what you did was I kind of was up talking about RP and low vision and how I see sometimes through a tunnel. And then you came up, didn't you? You stood with me and you said that you have RP just like me, didn't you? And you had an RP t-shirt on, didn't you? An RP awareness t-shirt on. Oh, you've got it on there. Oh, fantastic!
Nice. So let's read.
So-
Let's read what it
Read it
says.
out.
In this family, no one fights alone.
Red Light
Red
Big
Light
Sosa
Big Sosa
Big
awareness.
Sosa awareness.
Nice, and it's got a ribbon with some hearts and
Yeah,
like a
Wayne's is a
crest, like a
purple
crest as well.
ribbon. Yeah,
Yes.
which purple's the color of RP. So yeah, both Mum and Jack were both wearing RP awareness t-shirts, and it was really cool. And can I ask you, Jack, how has everyone been at the school since?
Oh, tell them what did all your class give you the day after?
What did they do?
The day after the assembly, all my class made me a card, and some of the teachers signed it, and then I got a box of chocolates.
Oh,
What is
very
this?
nice.
What does it say inside?
It says
Read
to
it.
Jack, well done you for standing up in front of all the school yesterday and telling them all about you. You should be so proud because we all are, and then it has everyone's name.
Oh wow.
That's fantastic. So everyone's been really, really nice.
They've all been supportive, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've all been good because we did what we did was I think we spoke about this last week. We went through Austin's Amazing Adventure, the story, which you've got, haven't you? And you like the book, and we went through the questions at the end with all the school, and one of the questions was how could we help someone at our school if they had RP or low vision like Austin. And a lot of them came up with some really good ways of kind of helping and assisting. And some of them was, to make sure that you didn't need, you needed it, see if you needed any help in the corridor. Has anyone kind of been asking you things like that? Sometimes, but everyone's been really nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, listen, Jack, I'm sure everyone out there listening is really, really proud of you. I know your family are. And I'm really proud of you as well. I think you were amazing. And I see we were talking about you doing a YouTube channel in the future, which we need to work on Mum a little bit, don't we?
Will you stop setting him off?
He's got a TikTok channel. And can I just say
Yeah.
as well, for those people out there listening from America, Jack is an absolutely fantastic singer, and he does at parties, his big party thing. He does impressions of Elvis, don't you? There's videos of him when he was even smaller than he is now, dressed up as Elvis, doing the moves and singing Elvis songs because he loves Elvis Presley.
I sent some today.
Yeah,
You got to come over and visit Graceland.
yeah.
I
I think his grandma has. Is that right?
Yeah, she has. And Jack, from being 3 years old, has always said that his nanan has to bring him when he's 14.
Okay.
Okay.
When he's 14, so we've got a few
Yeah, I
years.
don't know why 14, but it has to be 14, he said.
Okay, that's
To
fine.
Graceland, Elvis's house. That's what he
Oh,
always
yeah.
Oh yeah. I have a question. Did you guys know, Dave? Did you know that Jack was going to be getting up and sharing with the world everything about?
I did.
about me?
I did. I only knew that about. I think it was about maybe a week or a couple of weeks beforehand, which we kind of spoke about it. But I've been in touch with Jack and his family now for a few years. Is that right, Becky?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think about 4 years, I think.
Yeah. I think I remember when you first got in touch with me, we sent you a book, didn't we?
Yes.
That's correct. We sent Stand By Me RP.
Fantastic.
So,
Fantastic.
has-
How long Jack? How long are you off from school now?
Just
Um,
until Monday.
Till
on Monday.
Monday.
Till
Yeah.
Monday.
Back on Monday.
Nice.
Okay, Jack. Well, listen, we're going to let you go back. You can obviously stay up as late as you want tonight.
Yay!
Dave.
I'm
Dave.
joking. I'm joking. If you can tune in as long as Mum says it's okay to and listen in. But obviously, hopefully, you'll come back again another week, and hopefully, I'll be coming back to your school at some point as well.
Yay.
Nice to meet you, Jack. Have a good night.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks, Jack.
Bye.
Take care.
See everyone waving to you.
Bye.
I, that's awesome. That is awesome.
And that is, you know, just the impacts of these books, and just it was really lovely to see what a moment with Jack actually doing that, and he was amazing when he stood up in front of the school, and we did it in two groups. So there was like the lower years of his school, which is where Jack's class is, and then the older kids as well, and every single one of them gave him a big round of applause, and they've all been brilliant. So once again, just to show you that, you know, these things that we perceive as being scary, first of all, actually, once we do them, they just, you know, they give us strength.
Nice. Fantastic. Yeah, that's really great. I'm so happy you have Jack here with us tonight. And yeah, great stuff. And I mean, talk about having the courage to stand up and to share with everyone in school. I'm sure it was not easy. So kudos to you, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I'm sure, you know, with these books, there's going to be a lot more children that will get the courage to do things like that. You know, we were talking about the poem that I read last week about the cane, that came from the perspective of the cane. Mm-hmm. And I was saying about how I'd had lots of messages from people who had read the poetry and been encouraged to either use a cane for the first time, you know, apply and take training, or use their cane simply more. And it's always great to kind of write things that are going to encourage people, whether it be children or adults, you know, doing all sorts. Yeah,
absolutely. No, you sent me the picture right away after your visit to the school, and it was a great picture. So,
yeah, it's a nice picture. I think it was Jack's mum that snapped that. Of
thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, I think it was Harry's mum or the school that snapped it of Jack being behind me. But yeah, so yeah, all great. So before we kind of move on and talk about a few other things, I think we've got a bit of an announcement to make, haven't we?
We do. We
can make that announcement. Do you want to make the announcement?
No, I want to let you make the announcement. Which announcement are you referring to? So I'll let you. I'll let you. There's so much brewing here. I'm not sure what announcement you're referring to. So,
well, I'm talking about the announcement from RNIB. But if you've got any other announcements,
no, I don't have any other. Well, I have other announcements, but just not for today.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, you want me to make the announcement? I will make the announcement. Okay,
yeah, of course, you can.
Absolutely. I want to just give me a moment. I want to properly read it. I want to give it its proper attention, because I want to make sure I'm not saying anything incorrectly. Okay, so for those of you who are from the UK, you've heard of RNIB. RNIB is it's an incredible organization in the UK. It stands for the Royal National Institute of Blind People, and it's one of UK's leading sight loss charities and the largest community of the blind and partially sighted, aka low vision. And Dave has, I would say, not necessarily, but Dave, you've always been connected with RNIB. You've done
I've written for them. Yeah, I've written for them. They share my work constantly.
All sorts of stuff.
Radio. Yeah, lots of times.
So Dave is no stranger to RNIB, and they host every year. They have it's called the See Differently Awards. And I am proud to announce that our one and only Dave Steele, the blind poet, is shortlisted for Best Social Media Impact of the Year award. And congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very much well deserved. And everyone is clapping there. It's great to see the clap of hands. This is, I think it's a big deal, because the work that you're doing day in, day out, we're here at TM Poetry. There's so many different facets as far as the social work, social as a social media, but this we can call this social because it goes on to YouTube and so on. There's so much that you do that really, I think I don't want to say caught their attention, but really, that's out there that they've recognized, hey, wow, look what Dave is doing. And I think, I was looking back just over the past year, and I know you've been on their radar for a long time and you have that relationship with them. But I think in the past year, your efforts have really gone way above and beyond, probably way above and beyond that anyone at RNIB ever anticipated, in such a positive way. And the campaigns that you've been involved in over the past year have really it really made a significant impact. And so it's no wonder why they shortlisted you for this award. And I am just honored to be on the sidelines here to watch you continue to grow and to achieve the results that you are achieving. So from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on this opportunity and being able to make such an impact on a global level. So very proud.
Looking forward to it. Very proud. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy week, that one, because
yes it will. Yes it will.
It's going to be a very busy week, that one, because on the Tuesday, it's Tuesday the 29th of March. I will. I'm going to go down to London. Amy, my wife, can't make it because she's got to work. But and I was originally going to be going down on my own to the awards ceremony, but I'd love to have Bari there. But unfortunately, that's not going to be doable as well. But I'm going to take my stepson Louis, who's 14 and about 6 foot, so 6 foot something. So he's going to come with me. I believe the awards are in the afternoon anyway, so we'll travel down by a train to London to a kind of nice hotel and do the awards there and come back. And it's just going to be lovely. No matter what happens on the day, it's going to be lovely to kind of be there. And it's always nice to be highlighted. These things are a great way of being able to reach more people and replicate the impact that I've already had with my poetry with people that haven't discovered it yet, which is what I try to do every single day. So I don't sit there looking for awards or take any kind of personal thing from it. It's just a way of kind of reaching more people. And so
I have a question for you. If someone is locally in London, can anyone attend? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's a closed ceremony, I believe. It's attendees only. I don't even know if you can get tickets for it, I think. But I mean, we'll find out. I'll know more next week. Hopefully, we're going to get some details via email. Actually, this is the first with obviously COVID. This is the first in-person. It's the RNIB See Differently Awards. It's called, and this will be the first in-person one since 2019, because obviously last year and the year before, right. 2020, it was all virtual. And the last time they did the in-person awards, the person who won the category that I'm nominated for actually is someone that's been a previous guest for us here on Tea and Poetry.
Oh, wow.
This will be really testing you, but casting your mind back quite a while now, we had a young lady by the name of Holly Tuck. And Holly interviewed me for RNIB Radio, and then she came on and was a guest of mine as well. And so she was the actual previous winner last time it was held physically for the social media campaign or social media impact, I should say. Nice.
Well, we're all rooting for you. Is there a way for us to help? Not just spread the word, but can't persuade any judges or anything like that.
No, well, I mean, obviously doing things that you guys already do, which is just sharing the poetry and sharing posts and putting. I'm sure there's going to be a press release going out, I imagine, soon. Obviously, I put an announcement out on my pages and tagged in RNIB. But comment and share the posts that you see. But anyone wants to send messages to RNIB, saying why I'm deserving of it, then absolutely swamp them with messages. Let's do whatever you need to do. But and none of it has any kind of bearing. But it's just nice to kind of hear from people.
Yeah, no, congratulations. I'm excited. And I know that you put out a post. I also put out a post, which I know you saw. I put it out on
Yeah, on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. But
Mhm.
did you notice how because the post that you put out, the material that they created for you, it says, I'm a finalist, right? Is that what someone right?
Yeah, and I noticed you crossed out and put Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do that. So yeah, I said I'm a national finalist. I crossed it out, looked like with a marker, and I put Dave Steele. So
Awesome.
yeah, super proud of that, and look forward to it. I think let's just I will talk about, and just briefly here, I'm going to put it out there. In fact, actually, Philip, I'm going to bring Philip over here as well. Later that week, let's not talk about the specifics of why and what you'll be doing, but
Yeah.
later that week, Dave is scheduled to travel to San Francisco, and
Literally, yeah. The awards are on the Tuesday, and I fly out on the Thursday.
yes, and I am I'm planning to be in San Francisco to greet Dave and Amy, to be the official welcoming committee in
Yeah.
San Francisco. So I want to put it out there because the schedule's very tight. And hopefully Dave and Amy will have, or at least just Dave, have a little bit of energy. I know Philip is in the Bay Area, but if there's anyone else out there in the Bay Area, Travis, if you want to come up to the Bay Area for a little bit, I would love to just do a brief get together. And if there, people, if anyone's up to it, I want to put that invitation out there. So Philip, I'm going to allow you to talk. Let's because I know Philip is out there, so he's got his hand up. And Philip, you can unmute yourself. There you go. How are you, Philip?
So excited to hear this news. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I need to know because way in advance, because I will make every effort to meet you guys. And I'm terribly, terribly busy with new issues. I don't even have time to breathe. But when are you thinking of?
Well, we're not thinking. We are planning.
We are.
We are.
Yeah, I'm going to be flying out on the 31st of March, which is a Thursday. 31st of March. I'll be there. I'm literally going to be only there for a long weekend. I'm speaking at an event which we're going to announce over the coming weeks. But yeah, I'm definitely flying out. I get into San Francisco around about 2:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, the 31st of March.
What? On British Airways or Virgin?
Neither.
Okay. Well,
Lufthansa.
ooh, okay. That's a great service. I'm glad. I will work on to change my schedule. Roughly how many days you will be there, or you will be here?
I fly in on the Thursday and I fly out Sunday night. Well, Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, yes.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon. Yeah.
I'm going to mess up your plan. You're not going to leaving on Sunday. You cannot do that.
If you want him to stay married.
Yeah. I think the kids would have something to say about that because they're being left at home with grandma. So
you cannot do that in the Bay Area in beautiful San Francisco today. You're going to feel guilty.
Oh, I know. Listen, it's not my first time in San Francisco. It's my first time in a long time in San Francisco, but I've got family there. It's been a while since I've been out, but I love the Bay Area. My sister lived in Sunnyvale for the best part of like 20 odd years. I've still got a niece in San Francisco and a nephew in San Diego. And so I love it out there. Cupertino, all that kind of areas.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time.
I'm glad I didn't miss this opportunity, and I'm going to work immediately this afternoon on my schedule to change things around. And I will work with your schedule. And please make sure we meet for dinner. Please.
Well, I think maybe we should do a special tea and poetry, maybe by the Golden Gate, somewhere around there. Maybe on that Thursday. So
yeah, hopefully, no. Look, he's going to be very tired. It's not my first flight, 12 hours flight from Europe. He is going to be very, very. I don't want to put any pressure, but that's up to you.
No, we are good. We are good to go. So
Okay.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Dave doesn't have time for tired.
Yeah, no.
Okay, perfect. I look forward to it. And again, I'm going to work it immediately on my schedule because I am really glad I almost missed this meeting, but I've been very busy. I'm actually jumping out to a doctor appointment in a few minutes. So
No
Okay,
problem.
well, I hope the
I'm
doctor's
good.
appointments go well. I'll tell you, not that I'm counting the days, but 6 weeks tomorrow it is. 6 weeks tomorrow. So
I will not
plenty of
forget.
time to get organized.
I will not forget. Thursday, you and your wife and who else?
And me,
Just
Barry will be there.
Barry, yeah.
And Barry, what's your favorite food, guys, to reserve a place for dinner?
We'll touch base on that.
Okay.
We'll talk it out. We'll discuss.
Right.
We'll discuss things. We're
Please
going to get
let
something
me-
sorted. It's going to be a very
please-
tight schedule, but we'll make it so we can meet.
I appreciate that, and I would love it. And please let me know as early as possible because I am very tight schedule too. But I will change it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you,
Be
Philip.
well, Phil. Bye-bye. That's great. I know it's great. Let me bring on Travis here while we're talking West Coast here. Let me bring on Travis.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There you go, Travis.
You are watching live team coverage right here, right now on TM Poetry TV, brought to you by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Kellogg cereal, featuring your favorite breakfast cereal. Groom Transportation, your well-known transportation services for charter bus services in Arizona. Sedona Dave, featuring Sedona Dave's tours and these fine sponsors.
Welcome, Travis. How are you?
Good. How about you guys?
Doing good. I'm watching here, and I see Jack and Rebecca, from the UK, are I think it's their first time hearing, the famous Travis. Yes, and they're getting a nice chuckle out of that.
That's great. And speaking of Jack, it was great to hear him on the Zoom meeting today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's great. He's great, Jack. So Travis, I've got to ask you, how was Super Bowl Sunday for you?
It was great actually. We had my aunt over. We the day before the Super Bowl finally celebrated her birthday, which we should have celebrated last January, but unfortunately she was sick practically all of January, and top of that, she had COVID last month, unfortunately.
So
Um,
that's good.
but
I got a big question. Was your BFF with you for Super Bowl?
No, she was not, but I'll get to that in a minute. But the Super Bowl, we're happy that the Rams won, being the NFC and California team. We had hors d'oeuvres with top-notch cheese and crackers and everything, and had chicken pot pie from our favorite pie bakery called Brambles, which was great.
Did you enjoy the halftime show?
Yes, I did. Different artists, but it was enjoyable. The weather was good. We had all the doors and windows open, etc. And then, speaking of my BFF, the day after, we actually celebrated Valentine's Day, as a matter of fact.
Nice. Nice. That's wonderful.
Love that.
Yep. We
Did
gave
you
each other
buy your
gifts.
BFF a gift? Did you buy her a gift?
Of course, she got me a gift too.
What did you get each other?
Well, let's see. For my BFF, she got See's candy.
Ooh.
A small box of See's candy.
So hold on, let me
got,
just, for those of you who are on the international side, See's Candy is very famous. It's a West Coast establishment. Really just great chocolate and all sorts of confectionery. So great stuff. Sorry, Travis, go ahead.
That's right. So she got a small box of See's candy, and then she got one of those roses inside the glass globe that will last a while from my work. Nice. And she got a Valentine's Day card, of course. And let's see. Hang on, voiceover's talking and saw the comments. Anyway, she got some earrings that my mom made, turtle earrings. She got a Valentine's Day card. She got like a storage box for storing things, along with some notepads. And let's see. And then she gave me a big heart-shaped box of See's candy and a card, of course. And I got a new button-up shirt along with some heart-shaped rocks that she found at the beach, because she goes to the beach a lot and does rock collecting, finds rocks for fun. And we went to our favorite restaurant, the Chili's restaurant.
Wow, sounds like
Nice.
it's Christmas time by you.
No, we all had great food. Like we had burgers and Texas fries. We both had chips and guacamole for an appetizer, and had the cookie skillet. She had Chardonnay wine. I had a pomegranate margarita special.
Oh,
Went to our favorite appliance showroom that we like to visit. And I got my birthday card. A lot of us got our birthday cards from work this week, since my birthday is in a week. And
Nice.
When's your birthday,
Travis?
Travis?
When's your birthday?
The 26th of February.
Nice. Next,
Which is
next
what day?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Saturday. Oh, excellent.
A week
and
from Saturday. Yeah.
actually, yes, and then Kelly's birthday, my BFF,
Oh, yeah.
is the day before mine, as a matter of fact.
Oh wow. Birthday weekend
So-
coming up.
So we had to claim our candy because the card notes, please pick up your candy in so-and-so's office. And I thought, I got to pick it up tomorrow. And Kelly and I were going to celebrate our birthdays with my family. We're going to go to a Sicilian/Italian restaurant in San Luis Obispo called Mama's Meatballs next Friday night.
Nice.
Awesome.
A lot
And we're
going
gonna
on there, Travis.
Well, and we're going to spend time together on my birthday by going to home improvement places for fun, get a bite to eat. We got some great times ahead, coming up.
That's awesome.
It's
I-
always important to have something to look forward to. I think we all need, whether it be a celebration, a goal, a vacation, something we need something to focus on and look forward to, especially these days, the way things have been in the last couple of years.
Oh,
all,
absolutely.
Yeah, you need to enjoy your moments and make those memories.
Yes, no question about it. You are right on.
Mhm.
Travis, remind us again, 2.5 hours, 3 hours from San Francisco?
Well,
Depends who's
it's
driving.
2.5. It's 2.5 hours, to San Jose from where I live.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
All
Oh,
right.
looks like I just got an early birthday message from Maria. It looks like.
Yes.
Thanks, Maria. I really appreciate that. And
All the way
thank
from
you so
Italy.
much.
Yep. All the way
Yeah.
from Italy.
Anyway, no, that's great to see you from Italy. Okay, so to get to San Jose, first of all, to the South Bay area, that's 2.5 hours from where we live. San Francisco, if you add like an extra 50 miles or so,
Mhm.
on top of that, that is probably going to be maybe a little over 3 hours, depending on traffic.
So Barry,
Yes.
I'm going to ask Barry a question. Can we announce where I'm going to be staying?
I mean, you can. You might make some people jealous, but whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah, Travis, you know the area. So I'm going to be staying in a place called Half Moon Bay. Do we know where that is?
I know about Half Moon Bay. Yes.
Oh, you do? Have you ever been to Half Moon Bay?
I don't think so, but Half Moon Bay has been known for some things, and that's like you're on the coast basically.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they've always done every fall is the pumpkin way off.
Okay. But they also have the big golf. Well, they have the championship golf course there at Half Moon Bay.
Yes,
don't they?
they do. Yes, they do.
That's world famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
where I'm going to be
beautiful
staying for the kind of long weekend. I'm going to be staying the Ritz-Carlton at Half Moon Bay, which I believe, if anyone's seen the film American Pie, The Wedding,
Is that where it
that's
takes
where
place?
it's filmed. Yeah, that's where it was filmed.
Oh wow. I never knew
Yeah,
that.
American Pie, The Wedding was filmed at the Ritz-Carlton at Half Moon Bay, which is where I'm going to be staying.
Nice.
The Ritz-Carlton Half Moon Bay. The
Yep.
Ritz-Carlton, I know that's a well-known hotel in the United States. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, I just don't know of any eateries in Half Moon Bay. Unfortunately, I just don't know of any eateries over there.
Yeah, no, I think I'll be good for eateries with the hotel. I think the food there should be pretty good, and I believe the seafood, with it being exactly where it is, it's going to be tremendous.
That sounds great. So you're like doing a little poetry thing over there in the Half Moon Bay area, aren't you?
A little more than poetry.
Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be more announcements to come. We'll be able to talk about exactly what I'm doing there.
We just,
in the coming week.
I just want to. We don't want to
Step on anyone's toes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That sounds great. Now, Barry, obviously, you don't drive, obviously, Barry, but
I do drive.
Oh, you do. Are you going to rent a vehicle?
I will.
Okay,
I will.
that sounds good. And you'll be flying into SFO?
I am flying to SFO, but unfortunately, my trip to SFO is going to be even a little shorter than Dave's. So,
yeah.
Oh,
and mine's short enough.
I'm just going to be coming out to really
for the day.
For the day, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
So, Dave, just to let you know, Uber and Lyft will be available to you. You should be able to utilize those when you
absolutely.
come out.
I think the week, the Thursday, it's going to be great having Barry there to greet us, and we're going to kind of hopefully, do something and see some of the sites, which would be great on the Thursday, and then the Friday, Saturday will be pretty kind of jam packed, and then Sunday I fly back, leave San Francisco in the afternoon. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
The original plan was to have Dave stay a little longer in San Francisco, but thanks to United Airlines, they canceled his original evening flight, so it sort of made things a little wacky. But
yeah, God, I know United. I know they have a mind of their own, as we know.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know that one.
Yeah, Travis, they have flights from San Luis Obispo up to San Francisco, right?
Yes, they do. Indeed, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk. We will talk.
Yes. Well, we will talk as it gets closer.
Absolutely. All right. I'm hoping
you got my number. Also.
I do have your number.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, right, Travis. Well, listen, thank you very much as usual, and hopefully we'll see you again next week as well.
Yes, for sure.
And and then we can next week we can talk more about your birthday. And maybe all sing your happy birthday as well.
Ooh,
okay, perfect.
Special rendition.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I'll sing him happy birthday.
Take care, Travis.
Thank you, Travis.
Awesome. Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. I have to say, Jennifer, the blue skies where you are just incredible. Jennifer's on the
Jennifer's
West Coast
at the beach,
also.
isn't she, in LA? She's at the beach. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Can I ask you to unmute, Jennifer?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
Hi. Yeah, I am.
Oh, look at that. Not all jealous at all. Totally jealous.
I see some palm trees. I see some water.
This is the harbor. This is where they teach sailing right here. And then on the other side is like the beach, ocean.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
What area is that called where you are?
I live in an area called Ventura.
Right.
So I live probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, give or take, from Travis. So
just further south.
Yes, I'm south of him. Yeah. My best friend lives near Pismo, San Luis Obispo area. So I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna meet you one day, Travis.
If you have to go to the home. You know what you have to do for us, Jennifer? You have to go to the Home Depot with a camera on a live stream with us and sneak up on Travis.
That'd be incredible.
Oh, yeah. What would he do? Oh my God. Yeah. He'd break into like commercial. Welcome to Home Depot Live.
Travis,
I love your voice, Travis.
Travis, we're gonna send Jennifer up there to for a surprise visit. So
in fact, what we'll do is we'll get Jennifer to pop out of a cake for your birthday.
We don't want to give poor Travis a heart attack. No, we don't want to do that.
No. Yeah, we don't want to.
Nice.
By the way, what's your favorite cake flavor, Travis?
Oh, let me
type it in the comments.
Okay, I'll unmute Travis. Hold on. Travis,
I'm
going on
red velvet.
He always ends up in my. Travis ends up in my DMs.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
Hey guys.
Go on then, Travis. Answer Jennifer's
Oh my
question. What's your favorite cake flavor? Or cake? Yeah, what your favorite cake?
You know, I'm easy to please. One of the flavors I always like is chocolate.
That's simple.
That's just make Jennifer snort.
Oh my God.
Travis,
Okay, chocolate it is. Chocolate it is.
Travis, are you okay if we send Jennifer up there on a surprise Snoop visit?
That sounds good. Just FYI,
I don't want to upset your best friend.
No.
Like ruffle
let me
feathers
just
or anything.
let me just let you know one thing though. In terms of Home Depot, on the week of my birthday, the week of the 21st, Tuesday and Thursday are my work days that week because I'm taking that Saturday off.
Okay.
Okay, so you won't be there that day. Okay.
Don't come in there, and also they won't allow you to bring cake in from the outside. So that might be an issue as well.
Right.
Maybe I'm gonna have it stored in my purse, so they won't know.
Yeah, hide the cake.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure
it out.
Yeah, the 22nd, 24th, 4th are 10 to 2 o'clock shifts. Just FYI. So Tuesday, Thursday. But Jennifer, I can't help you listening. You said you have a friend that lives near Pismo, is what you said?
Yeah. Do you know where Santa Maria is?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. I know you do. Yeah, she lives there.
What friend is that, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh.
She's, I don't know, like my good best friend. I don't know. She's like someone that I've known since I was like 10. I don't know what you want, like more specific.
Is she sighted? Did she sighted? No eyesight.
Yes, she's sighted. You can see. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I was just curious because we have a small blind group in our area, and I just want to make sure. I just wasn't sure if that was related.
In case you knew her. In case you knew her.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No. She's sighted. She's taking care of her mom out there. So.
Oh, I see. And you know what? Actually, it just so happens. Let me just tell you this. Our good friend, actually, who calls us the Tribe, who I don't think she's on today. She actually lives in a Atascadero, Miss Allison Berger.
Oh yeah, that's really near us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's on today.
No, she's not here today. No.
So I did want to say something. I did have a reason for coming on. Dave, I wanted to tell you the stuff that you do, especially, for everyone, but in particularly for the children. I realize with some of the active things that I do in my life that it's like you're giving them nuggets of gold and nuggets of life lessons from your perspective as an adult that they'll never get. They'll never get from anyone, from your words of poetry, from your, actually going down to the school with Jack. I don't know if Jack's still on, but
he's here.
Having someone
He's
to,
waving.
Hi Jack, I'm Jen. Having someone older and I've been through a few things and have done and gone to schools and spoke on different issues and things that I've been through, and helping people from the next generation kind of understand your story and your perspective on things is something you can't get anywhere. It's like, it's beyond gold. It's beyond something no one can give you. It's a teaching, a life lesson of something that will help you live your future. It's like, what is that saying? When you teach a man to fish, you feed him for the rest of his life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's kind of like that.
You are.
So I hope you feel that and realize that in your future and endeavors and where you take it and where you go with what you're doing. And it's why everything is coming back to you tenfold in life. And, I'm grateful to be here. From my perspective of things, you guys kind of provide an understanding, safe haven, support, and understanding from everybody's place in the world or where you come from or what you feel or what you know. It's kind of like a gift to give back to other people in any way you can. So
thank you. I really, really appreciate that. And it's definitely something that means a lot. So thank you, Jen. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah. And it's a shame that you guys are here for such a short time, because
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, actually, like, you know, with everyone we've got around the kind of LA area, guaranteed we will be back at some point in the near future and doing something, I think, in LA.
Especially from last week, what you were talking about with, I don't know what you want to call him, Sticky, or, I mean, just.
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely.
Travis as the voice would be awesome.
Yeah, we need to do something with that.
There's just some ideas and things that I have, because I'm just that type of person that like wants to solve problems or has ideas and things. I would kind of like to talk to you. I'm talking to a few people that I think, you know, I'm going to send them Bari's way, and you know, I think it would be a really cool thing to have that cartoon character be something musical, cartoon. And it just, like, last week I didn't get to talk, but I just had an idea for that. So I don't know, at some point when you guys are here in California and maybe, you know, headed more south, you know, because I know you're on a short-term trip this time, but you know, maybe we can meet, show you guys around, and just kind of have a chance to, I don't know, make new things happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Jennifer, I'll be in the LA Anaheim area the week of the March 14th. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Bari will bring cake. Bari will bring cake too.
There you go.
What's your favorite cake?
Not chocolate.
When's your birthday? When is your guys' birthday?
I'm April.
April what?
April 14th.
Okay. And when's your birthday, Dave?
August.
August.
21st.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Thank you, Jen.
All right.
Take
Bye,
care,
guys.
Jen. Enjoy that beautiful
Good
weather.
to see you, Jennifer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You too, Travis. You're awesome.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, and so are you.
I don't know, Bari. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have got the program First Dates. I don't know if you have that. Have you heard of the program First Dates?
No.
So we have it here in the UK, and I know they have it in different countries. And it's a TV program where you watch people on the first date. They have like a restaurant set up, and it kind of, listening to Jen and Travis there was kind of like watching that program for a little while. It kind of felt like we were gooseberries sat watching the magic happen. But yeah, anyway, look, we're getting to that time now. I want to say a massive thank you, as always, to everyone that joins us week in, week out on Tea and Poetry. Yeah, looking forward to kind of sharing more over the coming weeks with regards to some of the things we've got going on in the background, and like, you know, like Jen said just there, you know, with that poem from last week about the cane, you know, these things we need to do more with. So hopefully you guys can talk off air, and yes, we'll see where that goes.
Absolutely. So let's give us a piece of poetry, and then we will call it an afternoon, evening / day, specifically for Ken, who's just starting his day.
Yeah. So I started with a piece of poetry that really challenges opinions, and I also wanted to do that with this last piece of the last piece of poetry, I should say. This isn't low vision specific. I think anyone who has struggled with anxiety or any kind of mental health or depression, anything like that, which, you know, a lot of us have been through in times of our lives. We've all had darkness. I know from speaking to Jen, she's had moments like this. I think anyone can kind of relate to this. So I'm going to leave you with this one, but this really challenges a few things as well. So starting with a poem like that and finishing with one as well. So here we go. If I'd have listened to you, I don't know if I'd be here. You told me there was no way out, to give in to the fear. If I'd have listened to you, I would have never found this life. I wouldn't be a proud dad or a husband to my wife. If I'd have listened to you, no chances I would take, and every opportunity would not be mine to make. If I'd have listened to you, I'd never found my pride, discovered that there's more than people see from the outside. So I don't listen to you, but I talk about you more. I share our times together so that others know you more. No, I don't listen to you, but of you I'm not ashamed. Yes, you are my depression, but from you my life reclaimed.
Nice. Very nice piece to end things off today. Thank you, Dave. See all the clapping. Thank you. Thank you. Great to have Jack on this evening. Hope we didn't keep you up too late.
Get to bed.
Get to bed. And no, it's great to see everyone. Thanks all who participated, interacted. It was definitely a very interactive episode. Loved it. Every moment of it. It flew by. And yeah, I'm gonna wish everyone a wonderful, whether it's afternoon, evening, or day, wherever you are. And look forward to seeing you next week. Next week, I will be here, but not here. We'll talk more about that next week.
Yeah.
I'll be more from the keyboard. So
yeah,
we'll go from there. So Dave will be pretty much flying solo.
Yeah, I'll have something special planned though.
Perfect. So. Awesome. All right. And I just want to also give a special shout out to Muhammad, who does an incredible job on all the editing for TM Poetry. And I want to thank him for his tireless efforts to making sure everything is uploaded onto YouTube. As a reminder, you can always watch these episodes on the Blind Poet YouTube channel. Please don't forget to follow Dave on social as well. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of the above. You don't do much Twitter though, right?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, I don't do Twitter.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't, but yeah, I do.
No, I don't. And yeah, saying so long. Wish everyone have a good afternoon, good evening, and good day. So
see you next week, guys. Take care.
Guys. Be well, guys. Thank you. I'll see you. Cheers.
Thank you for watching Tea and Poetry, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Join us live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK. A big thank you to our sponsors, the Lanny D. Chesapeake Lighthouse and the Low Vision Shop. If you enjoyed Tea and Poetry, please invite a friend, like, share, and subscribe.